All right, hey guys. All right, I thought I'd just go live and show you what I do when I respool my. Turn the music down a bit, if you don't mind a little '80s rock. And there's Bello. Bello likes to jump on me right when I want to videotape and do something. Here, you go over to your table. You go there. Sit. Okay, so I told you that whenever I respool, I like to re-oil. So the nice thing about the Crixus is that it has a lubrication port, and I don't share my water with you. So just remove this screw. Just remove it. Oh, here, you guys can see. I remove this screw, and take just a couple drops. Just take a couple drops of this quantum hot sauce, this gear oil. You don't have to put a lot. You don't want to put too much. So just just a couple drops, and then work it in. It's been forever. So I'm going to re-spool this. So that's all you'd have to do to lubricate this reel. Now, normally you would have to take this apart and re-lubricate it. Yeah, well, the cat likes playing with my fishing line. So just work this in and make sure it gets good. And put the screw back. Another great thing I love about this reel is lubrication ports. I tell you, really cuts down on maintaining your reels by just having this little port. And that fixes that. All right. All right, good. So now, dun, dun, bam, the good stuff. Oh, by the way, if you watch, you're going to see my video Thursday, but I broke a part of my yak gear stabilizers, my outriggers, and I called Yak Gear. You can see here, I don't know if you can see it very good there. Oh, there, you can see that. You can see it broke, just snapped. And I called Yak Gear, and the president of the company answered the phone, Bill. And he's super nice. He goes, Mike, we're all about customer service. Send me a picture, and I'll get that out to you, and you'll get it by Thursday. And didn't charge me. How cool is that? I usually take the whole thing apart. Yeah, well, you do. But with a lubrication port, this goes right into the gearing. And so a lubrication port, you don't have to take it all apart. And it does a really good job at getting all of this in there. So get that. Sort of work it in there. It's a brand new reel anyway, so this doesn't fit there. Yes. So I have a spool set up. You can see it on the spool, a little spindle, and then I'm able to do that. So oh, something else too. I always forget about this. I like to take the open. I take my spool out. So much easier. And have you ever forgot to put it through the stupid guide? I always do. But this time, because I am televised, I am putting it through the guide so I won't have to untie it and do it again. So I wish I wasn't so blind. Even with reading, these are just readers I bought at the drugstore. So I always put it through the middle there. I know some people, they don't do that. I always find it always does pretty good when I need light. That doesn't work. Well, I could do it this way. Now you're thinking, what in the world is he doing? I go through here now. Just like that. There. Then make it up. Oh, my computer. My computer has a 10-core Xeon processors. It's an older computer. It's a HP workstation. I do have a GeForce GTX uh, video card in here. It's a 1060. It's not stackable, but it works. I mean, it's an old computer. If you actually, if anybody wants to, you always get a refurbished HP workstation. If you want a good graphics computer, you can get them for $500 or $600. And believe me, Xeon processors, they are awesome. And I got 10 cores. I mean, shoot. But it's starting to show its age. I mean, it's pretty old. Okay. So that takes care of that. So what have you been looking at? Some kastking reels today. The capstan, awesome. Now, the capstan is a fantastic reel. This is the Crixus Armor X. And this one has an aluminum frame. So the capstan is absolutely wonderful. The bassinator is really good, but probably the lowest priced, best reel that you can get is probably the Crixus Armor X because of the aluminum frame that it has. Usually you only get graphite frames. And it does have a really nice 8-magnet, really good braking system. This braking, typically, this is where that's where I always have it. I always have it on 4. And I never have to adjust it. Works really, really well. So, and close it. And you got to love the lubrication port. Got to love that. So, and there we go. And we are going to just put all of this on here because it'll fit. And this is the exciting part about spooling a reel. This is exciting. I need one for big. Yeah, well, the capstan's the best. If you want it, the capstan is really, really, really good. Um, Fantastic reel. You look at the people, the guys who catch, sturgeon or stuff like that. Big 300-pound fish or whatever. They're using capstans, and put that on a Kong rod. Oh, capstan on a Kong rod, you're good to go. Kong rod's only like $70, and it's a big fish rod. I mean, you can't you can't beat that. And they're about to come out with some more um, sizes and larger. They're increasing the variety of Kongs, so very exciting. So you're going to love that if you get a Kong. And they're steelhead, they're chrome rods, they're steelhead rods. Really good. I wanted to get one of those, but my next one's going to be an ultralight, and so next one's an ultralight. I want to get me another spinning one because I thought, I love this. Don't get me wrong. This is much more accurate. This is an easier cast, things like that. But I don't know. Just maybe it's just old school. I don't know. So maybe it's just old school. You reel this, you fill the reel all the way up to about 1/8 of an inch from the top of the reel. Right now it's about 1/4 of an inch. So still getting that squeaking. Maybe I will have to take it apart and do something kind of annoying. Oh, you know what it is? It's this. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's not in the gears. It's actually in the knob, the squeaking. So that's easy to fix. Just use the other knob. Look at that. This thing casts a mile too. Oh, this is the best casting reel I've ever owned. All right, almost there. There. All right. This is it. This is the most expensive reel I own, $90. Again, I'm a very affordable guy. And, one of the guys that was on yesterday, he just bought himself a Curado DC. I mean, awesome reel. Awesome reel. But I can't afford a $300 reel, that's for sure. Personally, I love this reel. I mean, if I'm going to, and then as for spinning reels, I love my spinning reels. Select, my Valiant Eagle, awesome. So, and then this reel goes on this rod. This is my Royal Select. This is an extra heavy. I don't know if it's so XH is extra heavy. And so this is what I use for my punching and flipping and big bait stuff. It's got Fuji guides, Fuji reel seat, really nice, aluminum seat screw on it. And love this rod. Little heavy though, but I guess that comes with an extra heavy rod. I guess you kind of get that and it says extra heavy. So, but like I said, my next rod is going to be a extra ultralight, and the ultra, because there's so much trout fishing here, you're really throwing a lot of light stuff, and so swim bait rod, I will put yeah. Yeah, you'll need something really heavy duty for a swim bait. For large, especially larger swim baits. Um, so this is going to be. Hopefully, I'll baptize this rod this weekend. This rig has not caught anything yet. I've been shooting for trout a lot, and this will not cast a 16th or a 32nd ounce weight. So, have you ever had problems putting this in some gosh? So, but I was real impressed with Yak Gear. So, I've already liked their stuff already, but their customer service. I mean, if they can get that to me Thursday, that'd be awesome. All right. We got that thing strong. It's spooled. Okay, let's make our first knot on this thing. Let's see what the knot is like. I like using swivels. I know some people don't like swivels, but I use this type. It's rated to 25 pounds, so it's pretty good. Yeah, Palomar. Yeah, when I put this on, it's a Palomar knot because it's easy. Palomars are pretty easy. You just push it through and in, and it's pretty simple. But I'm blind as a bat, so. I mean, I like a double. I also like a double fisherman's slip. Fisherman's knot. You just put it through twice, and that works really good. I mean, a lot of people like the Palomar because it goes through twice, but you could do that with a fisherman's knot too. So, but this, it's a matter of choice. I've never had either knot fail on me. So, and through it goes. And there's a Palomar knot. Simple. Now, I'm a very paranoid person when it comes to knots. So I never have a knot break because I totally overdo it. So I'll put a couple overhand knots on this. I know Palomar knot's perfectly safe, but I am a very paranoid person. I don't want a knot to fail. So I put a couple overhands on that. It actually made a knot really nice. That's a big plus for it, So trim the tag, and we're good to go. For my shark fishing, I use a uni, or a Palomar. Yeah, no, Palomars are great. I mean, they're not going to let go. So, and this baby, this is set for Friday. But this is a great setup. Again, this is extra heavy, so this'll cast a 2 ounce, pretty nicely. It's still a fast tip, It's got, nice exposure down here, good grip underneath. Um, that's a nice rod. This is a really nice rod. So I like it. I like it a lot. I like all my, for the most part, I like all my rods, except for my really old ones. Those I actually got from a friend's garage. And hey, you know what? It's free. He's a nice guy. But so now I'm set up for Finesse line. We're going. Maybe I'll go out today. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll go out today. I don't know. It's a beautiful day. Gosh, I mean, our weather here has just been fantastic. The water's warming up. Let's check. I mean, it's 57-degree water at the lake Saturday, and that's I don't know, supposed to be 69 degrees today, so that's warm here, by the way. A little windy though. 13-mile-an-hour wind, so I could do some bank fishing, sort of test that line out a little bit. I haven't caught anything on the Googans. I haven't caught anything on the Googan baits. I've even tried the jerk baits. I've tried the dive baits. I've tried the entire kit. So the Bandito bug, nothing. Yeah, spawn is coming, and I'll try it. I'll try again this weekend. Because I'm going to be fishing Friday and Saturday at Iron Gate. So yeah, the chatterbait. I've tried chatterbaits. I have like 5 different chatterbaits now. We'll see. I'm not a big plastics guy. I just don't catch a lot with plastics, except for Ned's. This right here. This is my favorite. This is a Mr. Ned by BFO Baits, and this actually has caught me some really nice bass, and it's anise smelling. It's pretty. But very good baits. I think his name is Jeff. He makes them in his garage. Go to bfobaits.com. You can see his stuff. He's just got some new molds in, and he'll make any color you want. I know you're going to make your own, but he just makes any color you want. So I don't have to buy the kits or anything. I just ask him, look, I want watermelon or pumpkin or, dark red. Or he's got dozens of colors to choose from anyway. More than likely, he's already got a name for a color that you already like. I am so much better with hard baits. So much better with hard baits. I mean, you do a good, a decent jerk bait, lipless crankbait, surf, walking baits. To be honest, any of those, I mean, any of them. I mean, just a simple, you just get just a simple jerk bait, that little thing, pull this through the water, that's going to catch something. That'll catch something. It's just, you don't have to worry too much about it too. So this is my most expensive bait. Look at this thing. That's a $20 bait. Strike Pro. That's a swim bait. It's a saltwater bait, actually. This one's a saltwater bait. You can tell by the hook. Look at the hook. It's a really sharp hook, but it's obviously anodized. And this is a beast. So that's a $20 bait. Got it in a box. So used it one time. So, and then these baits, I had these swim baits, people, you go online, oh, you catch lots of stuff with this, and they look great in the water. It looks really good in the water, but I never caught anything with it. Thing's heavy. So you got to rip it through the water. This is a spoon molded in, yeah. Yeah, well, shallow. It's really shallow here. Klamath Lake is 25 miles long, 8 miles wide. That's how big that lake is. It's the largest lake in Oregon. Average depth, 8 feet. Average depth is 8 feet. You could be paddling on your kayak and ground yourself because it got so shallow, it got 6 inches on you in the middle of the sea of a lake. Crazy. Southern California, we have, Pyramid Lake on the Grapevine, 700 feet deep. Now, mind you, we do have, you can't fit, there's no fish in Crater Lake, but it's 2,000 feet deep. 2,000 feet deep. This is this actually looks like a good bait. I haven't used this one, obviously, but that looks like a good swim bait. It looks like just a good looking shad bait. Maybe I'll try this one this weekend because it looks like a good bait. I got this one was a surprise. I didn't even. It just arrived in the mail. I didn't order it. Nothing, and just a mystery package. But that looks really good. Yeah, yeah. I do have silicone ones with segmented that are segmented, but look at this bait. This looks really good. This looks like it could catch fish this weekend. So maybe I'll break this out and see what happens. I was thinking about giving it away. Maybe I still will give it away, but we'll catch something with it. So anybody who gets it will know that it's tested and it works. So we'll catch something with it first, and then I'll give it away. But that's a good looking bait. That's a good looking bait. Chinese made, I don't know where it came from. Just arrived one day. So the hooks on that's good. The hooks on that's good. They're no 6 cents. You go to, you do a 6 cents. That's 6 cents. It looks like a 6 cents lure. It always says 6 cents on it, but this one doesn't. But 6 cents actually works. They have probably the best hooks I've ever run across is on 6 cents. Look at this baby. Well, there's one. That's a baby. Look at that. Look at that lip. Look at that thing. That's 6 cents. This thing, when you throw this, it dives so quick. This goes down 25 feet or so. And it feels like you got a fish on. It just does. This thing swims and it's got so much action down there that, when you're pulling it up, this thing's, swimming around your boat. It's a great bait. It was a great bait. So, definitely a big fish. But these things, I cut up my hands all the time. And just because I keep keep grabbing I keep hooking myself. I don't know. I don't know why I do it. Maybe it's because I shake so much. I don't know. But, this will be a good one because there's bluegill in this. I think I have one of these in my box. That's why I haven't pulled this one out. But that's a beautiful bait. It's a square bill crank. This one's only going down about 3 feet. Yeah, 3 to 6 feet. So, but what a beautiful bait. What a beautiful bait. And I was catching them at 5 feet, last week at Iron Gate. So, a square bill cranks are going to work really well this weekend because the water's going to be a perfect temperature. I already know the depth that I was catching them at. And that is look at that. Just love, that's a beautiful bait. Well, that's nice. You got a good relationship with monster bass. You really do. I have a good relationship with kastking. I would love to get a bait company. I'd love to get 6 cents, but they're not interested in me because I've asked. I've called. I've sent the letters. I've done my solicitation for 6 cents. Um, I asked Yak here, today. I sent him a thank you letter, of course, and everything, and asked him what it would take to become a brand ambassador for them, because they have brand ambassadors. And I would, love to be a brand ambassador for like Yak Gear, because I mean, just all the accessories. I mean, I still need to. I would love to get some of their lights and stuff like that, put it on there. Yeah, well, you're right. I mean, you get something just as simple as, you know, something as simple as that. So many different ways you could do this. You could do a drop shot. You could do Texas, Carolina, wacky. You could do whatever you want with this, and it's a good worm. This is a good worm. Um, Lots of different ways that you can rig that one up. So, but I don't know. It's just I don't know. There's so many different ways of fishing, and you know what? You can catch a fish any way you want if you try long enough and hard enough. Um, so, I mean, you just catch a fish any way you want. Net rigs are something that, to be honest, is a great all around rig, because trout like them, bass like them, panfish like them. And to be honest, this is probably a great go-to. You don't know what's down there type of rig. This is it. This is what you fish with. This or a spinner. Spinners work for everything too. Um, but a Ned rig, this thing right here, and you cannot have too many Neds. You can't have too many Neds. So you could catch anything on this. Anything. I mean, perch will bite it, crappie, sunfish, largemouth, smallmouth, doesn't matter. I don't think kokanee or salmon will bite it, but you never know. You might get a dumb one, a really hungry one. We get a lot of the salmon run starting, and this week the red banded trout season starts. So yeah, I need to. I was doing wacky rig on Saturday, but I wasn't getting anything. TEC Baits asking if I could a brand about. Who's TEC? I don't think I know who they are. Tech Baits. Yeah, it looks like a local guy somewhere. I will sign up for his newsletter. Airlet fishing. There I am. Shop now. Oh, look. Add this coupon to your cart. 15% off. Look at that. Let's see what Tech Bait has. He's got Tech Batch specials. Oh, he's got some ribbed swimtails on special right now. $5 for what, 4 of them? Well, that's not very good. Hey, it gives you a coupon. Slay Crane Minis. He's got some nice looking. Well, he likes blue. Oh, he's got Ned heads. You can always use more Ned heads. I'll tell you, Ned's work. Ned's work. So go to Stick Baits, and I'm sure he's got. Where's his Ned's? Dark Love. That looks really good. That looks like a really cool swimmer. Wow, it's good looking. Yeah, eight for $6. That's a good looking. I could catch. So yeah. Oh, really? Well, that's the thing. It's durability. You know, once you spend $8 or $6 or whatever, it's you want to be able to. Where's their soft plastics? Where's their Neds? Tech Neds here. That's an interesting looking Ned rig. Look at that. That's weird straight. It almost looks like he wants to make it a wacky. You can't wacky a Ned. They're too little. Huh. You know, I love BFO baits. His Ned rigs are awesome. So if you go to bfobaits.com and you could choose the scent you want, pretty much any color. He just added the scorpions. I don't know if I would buy the scorpion, but his Neds are awesome. And I've tried his scent to stick. Not crazy about that. His Spot the Water Dog, not yet, not until spawn. The Senor Frog. So, I mean, there's some good ones and some, his Paddle Grubs DA Crawl, he does have a really good sort of a split tail. That's his jet worm. Where's his other worms? I think it's called the plumber's crack or something like that. You go to BFO baits and choose any color you want and scent it the way you want it. Actually, with his frog, I made it. Look at the color or the I don't know if you can read that. It's bacon. I made it bacon scent. So you'll see. I mean, come on, bacon. What animal, what creature on earth doesn't like bacon? So I'm hoping that fish like bacon. Get it. Go back. Got a lot of stuff. Hey, Jared. Yeah. Well, in the old days, we used cheese. Okay, we just took we just cut off a piece of cheddar cheese. Okay, and we put it on a hook, and we threw it in the lake. And you know what? It worked. Cheese or bread. We took bread and pinched it and put it around a hook, and it worked. Cheese and bread. And if you were rich, you used salmon eggs. Or worms. It is amazing. Here, other stuff. My tackle boxes. Cheese, bread, worms, and salmon eggs. In the old days, that's what we did. When we went surf fishing, we just got sand fleas or, digged them up and put them on a hook and threw them out there. Worked. It was like no big deal. We were catching perch all the time. Stuff like that. Cheese with WD. I saw a video on that, and but cheese works. Cheese works. Just get a block of cheddar cheese and cut off a square, put it on a hook. It floats, by the way, so it's really nice. So you can just do a weight about 20 inches from the hook and just throw it out there, and the thing just floats in the water. And guess what? A fish eats it. I mean, and yet we have thousands of dollars spent in this. This is what we got, thousands of dollars. So, hey, Mom. I'm live.
Okay. Well, I wanted to talk to you about dinner, so I'm going to go do that.
Oh, okay. All right. Give me a few minutes. I'll be up in a sec. So this is a Doomsday Tackle. Look at this one. Now, this is a little guy, but look at this. It's got sort of this, ribbing on it. And this thing should have a lot of action. Haven't tried it yet. But give it a shot. I got 2 days bass fishing, Friday, Saturday, so we'll give it a shot. So, all right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thanks for joining me. I respooled my and lubricated my reel, so that baby is going to get baptized this weekend. It's going to catch its first fish. I know it because I'm going to make it to catch its first fish. Worm farm, cheaper and more effective than, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, the jet worm looks great. Yeah. And worms work. Worms, cheese, bread, corn, tortillas. We'll see you guys. I'm cooking tonight. I'm making calzones. Bam. Calzones tonight. Come on over. We'll see you guys.